for an account, you'll be brought to your profile page. Now, because I've already been writing stories, everything on here is pretty much filled out, but your information when you first sign on for the very first time, everything will be blank. So in the Your Story section, there will be a button that says Create New Story or something like that. And that is where you would start to create your chat story. Now, the first thing that you want to do is add names for your characters before you start typing, just to make everything easier. And in the little middle section here, the little icon of the person, go ahead and select that, and then name your character, and then hit add. And if you want to add more people at this time, you can go ahead and do that. And at this point, after you have your characters named, you can go ahead and start typing your story. Now, as you're typing, you want to go ahead and first select the person that you want the text to be from. You can also add emojis. And after you get your first message typed, you can go ahead and hit send. It'll open up a new box, and you can select another character and start typing. And you'll pretty much do that, go back and forth until you finish your story. Now, to add things like picture messages or video messages, because you can send video messages, select the camera icon here and choose a photo from your gallery. And don't forget to make sure that you have the name of the person that the text is going from inside the text box before you send it. And you can go ahead and follow the same step for a video recording. So where it says take photo or video, select it. Now, before you preview your story and publish it, if you notice a mistake or if you want to change one of your characters' names, all you have to do is press and hold down their box, and this will pop up for you to edit their name. And here you can also either delete them or, just edit their name. Select done, and it is changed. Now you see here in the little left hand corner of the three dots, if you select this, it basically acts as if the person is texting you at the precise time. And I'll show you an example of that when we preview the story. And if you want to delete a text box entirely, all you have to do is select which text box you want to delete and hit the delete trash can button. And it's as simple as that. Now, before you go to preview or publish your story, instead of deleting a text box, if you just want to move them around, you can see there in the upper right hand corner, you can rearrange the text boxes. So if you select that, you'll be able to move things around. And when you're done switching things around, just hit exit. And when you're done with everything, you can go ahead and preview your story. And if everything looks good, you can exit the preview and you'll be taken back to the writing page where you'll hit next. And here's where you'll add your cover image, story title, and a brief description. And once you get everything filled out, go ahead and hit next. And on this page is where you'll select the category for your story to go into. And right here is where you'll add the tags to your story. And once you're done adding your tags and you're selecting the category that you want your story to be in, you can go ahead and hit publish. And just like that, your story is officially live on the app. And at this point, you can either share your link to social media or copy it to your clipboard and share it wherever you want. And after you publish your first story, if you go back to your profile page, as you can see, it'll automatically show up in your story section. Now, if you want to go back into your story and add another scene or add another chapter or part to that one specific story, back on your home page, if you click on the story, it will take you to this page. You can click on it again. And in this section here is where you can delete your story, edit your story, add another scene to your story, or you can also get the link to your story from here as well. So to add another episode to your story, as you can see here, there's a button right here in the right hand corner. Go ahead and select Add Episode. And it's basically like creating a brand new story. The only difference is it'll be attached to the original story that you previously created. And once you get done creating a new episode to add to your previous story, you'll go through the same steps as you did previously with previewing it and then publishing it, adding your tags and selecting the category, cover picture, all of that. It's basically like creating a brand new story, only it'll be added on to your original part. Now also on this page, if you want to delete your scene, select the little row of dots in the bottom right hand corner, and these are your options. Now to find high quality images such as the ones that you see on the home page, there are a few sites that you can go to which provide you with free non-copyrighted images, and those are unsplash.com, pixabay.com, or pexels.com. The links will be in the description box below. Now if you want to search up for your story just to see that it's actually live on the app, on the home page in the upper left hand corner, select the hooked icon, and here is where you'll have your categories to look for stories through, and in the lower bottom left hand corner, you have your little search icon here. Now it may be difficult searching by the story name, being that there might be hundreds of other people on the app who have the exact same story title as you. So I would personally search by your username to pull up your stories, and as you can see, it's at the very bottom here. That is your story, and on this section it has the options for other readers to comment or favorite it with the heart, and here is where you can also, again, another way to share your story. And while you're also in this section, if you're reading other people's stories, when you get to the bottom or after you get done reading the story, you can actually click on that author's name to be taken to their profile page where you can see the rest of their stories. And if your story has 1 part, 2 parts, or 3 parts or episodes, the way that it will look is if you go to someone's story, if you see here on the left hand side underneath their name, episode 1 of 3. So that means once you get done reading the first episode, you won't have to go out of the story to search for part 2. they'll all be read in that one story, like one big continuation, so you don't have to go back and forth to search for different parts. And I'll show you an example of that in just a moment. So after you add on another episode to your story, if you go back to search it up and preview it like you're a reader, as you can see, you now have episode 1 or 2 listed on your story. And once you get to the end of the story, as you can see, episode 2 will automatically pop up so you can continue reading without interruption. And that's pretty much how you create a chat story on Hooked. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment and I will do my best to answer them. And if there's something that I forgot to go over, I'll also add it in the comment section below, so look out for that. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.